Every year, people do the same thing, and that is create a New Year's resolution when the new year starts. Even though we know they don't work. Why do we keep doing that to ourselves? Why do we keep lying to ourselves? Do we just like being disappointed? Well, in today's video, I'm going to go over what you should do instead of a New Year's resolution, which ultimately will get you what you want. Whereas in the past, you would say, hey, I'm going to lose 20 pounds. And you end up 20 pounds heavier, actually. So let's get rid of all of the disappointment. Follow this plan. Enjoy the video. Sit back, relax. Here we go. Hey guys, welcome to the Hoan Zone, where we help you multiply the assets you own. I am Hoan. I've been an investor for the last 10 years, and probably every one of those years I made a New Year's resolution that I failed to keep. But today I'm going to be showing you guys how I have been able to acquire millions of dollars worth of real estate because of these simple things. And so instead of having a New Year's resolution, how about you just follow these things? That's it. Real simple, right? All right, so let's get into it. So I'm not going to talk about how I buy the real estate today. I'm just going to talk about kind of like what I did in order to achieve goals that I want. If you guys want to learn all about how I buy real estate, just watch my other YouTube videos. I have a bunch out there, and that's also part of what I'm going to be talking about today. Usually when somebody wants to create a resolution for the New Year's, they will say something like, I want to lose 20 pounds, I want to make $1 million, whatever it is. Instead, what you're going to do instead this year, you're still going to have those things like, I want to lose 20 pounds. Fantastic. The question is, what do you need to do in order to lose those 20 pounds? Well, let's say it's 100 push-ups. Let's say you're like, okay, in order for me to lose 20 pounds, I got to do 100 push-ups every single day. Well, then what we're going to do is focus on the 100 push-ups, not on the 20 pounds. Your job is going to be to create a habit where you do the 100 push-ups every single day. So that's what we're going to focus on. We're going to focus on the habit. The other thing is you're going to have to schedule it. So if you're going to do 100 push-ups every single day, are you going to do the 100 push-ups at once, or are you going to do 50 push-ups and 50 push-ups? If you're going to break it up into 50 and 50, so that means you're doing 2 50 push-up sets within a day. So are you doing it like in the morning and the afternoon, afternoon and evening, morning and evening, whatever it is? Make sure you schedule it. That's probably the top key there, scheduling when you're going to do it. The next thing, though, is to be a part of an accountability group, right? If there's an accountability group that helps you stay on track, that's going to help you immensely. I recently completed a series where I was a part of an accountability group, and all we needed to do was write the words done, D-O-N-E, when we did the habit we said we were going to do. So it was 50 push-ups. After I did the 50 push-ups, I would write done. And then what would happen is other people would see that I finished it. And if they didn't see me finish it, then they would know that I didn't do it. And if I didn't do it, then I would have to do a penalty, which was doing planks. And if you didn't want to do the planks, then you should do the push-ups. Also, because we were in a group, it was a group messaging app. When we sent done, that would do a little ping. So when somebody else was done, and let's say I hadn't done my push-ups yet, when somebody else did their habit, they wrote done, it would ping on my side. I would look at it and go, oh yeah, I need to do my push-ups. So then I would go do my push-ups, and voila, I get them done. It's not about the 20 pounds, it's about the push-ups. It's about doing the activity that you know will get you the result. So if somebody's like, hey, what's your New Year's resolution? My New Year's resolution is to do 100 push-ups a day. The result will speak for itself. I just need to make sure I do the habit. So let's recap. Pick the habit that gets you your result. You're going to pick the habit, and you're going to schedule it, and then you're going to get with a community of people that will help keep you accountable to doing the habit. That is really simple. We are not focused on the goal anymore. We are just focused on taking the actions. Another habit that I want you guys to bake in. So now, if you're trying to lose weight, then your habits are going to be around weight and health and things like that, exercise and eating. If your goal was money, like $1 million, then your habit is going to be around, let's say, sales calls or sales fulfillment or product development or whatever, right? So you're going to create a habit around those things. And that's what I did with my real estate. So in order for me to buy more real estate, the habit was that I needed to create some kind of marketing piece so that people knew that I was buying real estate. And so as long as I did that every single day, eventually the leads would come and then I would be able to buy the real estate. And that's what happened. So I just kept doing the marketing pieces every single day to the point where leads were coming my way. I wasn't even trying anymore. People were just calling me, Hoan, I see that you buy real estate. They would send me leads, and then before you know it, I had millions of dollars worth of real estate. And I'm just like, wow, how did that happen? Day by day. That's it. I had that habit, right? So if you have a health-related one, lose 20 pounds, whatever, then it's going to be around diet and exercise. If you had a money one, it's going to be around sales or marketing, something like that, right? Now, keep those. Fantastic. What I want you to add, this additional habit, I want you to add the habit of fueling the flames of hate. I need you to fuel the flames of hate. There's hate inside of you, this flame of hate that I need you to make grow bigger. I need you to increase the hate that you have for your current situation. I need you to hate how much money you're paid, or I need you to hate how much money you're not paid. I need you to hate the car you drive. I need you to hate the house you live in. I need you to hate the fact that you don't have what you want. I need you to hate the fact that the blueprint that you have in your head does not match the reality that you live in, right? Because if you are comfortable with your current situation, oh, this isn't so bad. If you're comfortable with that, well, guess what you're going to have more of? That in which you don't actually want. You're going to have all of this extra discomfortable life for a longer period of time if you don't create more hate around the situation. If you are comfortable, then you're good. If you are uncomfortable, then you're going to move. And here's the thing, when you're that action step where you're trying to go, that new business venture, that's scary. If you can make your current situation scarier, then that's going to look less scary. And so if you're going there, it's easier to leave here because here's not so good. That hate you have to develop. Hate your situation. Don't tell me it's not so bad, because if you tell me it's not so bad, you're going to be there for many, many more years. And that's not where you want to be. Not at all. So make sure day by day you create this extra hate within your heart and within your soul that actually causes you to move. Now, you may not operate that way. You might go, Hoan, I'm not that kind of person. I don't have that kind of emotion in me. I don't hate things. You better. you better start, because if it's too comfortable, you're going to stay. So you're going to have your habits of whatever, like money or health, but include that hate, include that drive, include that extra spunk, because otherwise you're just going to be where you are and you're going to be like, oh, well, it's not so bad. Okay, it's not so bad. Then don't complain when you're there. One more emotion that I would like to add to your tool bag there is this one of fear and regret, right? Fear and regret. I want you to add these to your tool bag. So I was at a holiday party the other day, and at this holiday party, I was talking to somebody in the real estate industry. They've been in the real estate industry for almost 50 years. They were almost in their 70s, right? And they told me, like, everything's good. They've run the company for almost 50 years, blah, 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 right? And then I turned to him and I go, let's say his name is Mike. I said, hey, Mike, do you invest? And then you can all of a sudden see his whole demeanor change. Like, he was all happy and upbeat and all, and we're at the holiday party, and then boom, just sad or something, right? He's like, Hoan, it's just like tone change. Hoan, that's one of the things that I've regretted my whole life. Now that I'm in my 70s or close to it, I regret that I didn't invest. I have these companies, and they're in the real estate industry, and I help everybody else. I've gotten people loans, I've cleared their titles, I've given them advice. I just didn't take my own advice. So no, Hoan, I don't invest. And I'm like, well, what about now? Like, would you be interested in investing now? He's like, Hoan, I'm already way past that. I'm 70 right now. This is the time. This is not the time you take the risk. And so, no, I have this deep regret that I've helped everybody else become rich in real estate. Everybody but myself. And how do you respond to that, right? I'm just like, oh. So that regret, that's very real. And the other emotion I said to add to your toolbox, your tool bag there, is fear. Be afraid of that regret. That regret was very real. I felt that in my bones as he was talking about it. He looked visibly shaken up. He was just like, his whole demeanor changed. He was just like, Hoan, I just get so frustrated when I talk about it. And I kept pulling it out of him, just like, yo, just tell me more. Teach me so that I can learn. And yeah, one of the things was just that he regrets it. And even though he knew what to do and he helped everybody else, he didn't do it himself. He knew what to do. He owned companies that did it. Yet he didn't do it. So knowing is not enough. So sometimes you have to create some kind of fear of not having it, which will cause you to take action now versus later. Too many people put off till tomorrow what they could do today. Time will fly by. Hopefully you get to the age of 70, but also hopefully you invested before then. So make sure you guys start minding your business and multiplying the assets you own right now. You don't want to be that 70-year-old guy talking to some younger, good-looking Asian guy, the nice haircut, and saying like, Hoan, I regret not investing. You don't want to be that person to have that regret. So fear having that regret so that you start taking action now. All right, so my final tip to get you away from this whole New Year's resolution thing is to test your commitments. A lot of people ask, Hoan, should I escape my 9 to 5? Should I just jump into it both feet first? And the answer is maybe. And the reason I say maybe is because sometimes people are paid so little that they could leave and it not really affect their life. And this was a very unique situation. I was talking to a girl. She asked me if she should quit her job, and at first I said no because she didn't create the skills yet to make money outside of her job. But as I learned more about her situation, she said her husband makes enough money. He supports her in the fact that she wants to pursue investing. So he's like, don't worry, I can handle the bills. You go ahead and pursue it. Also, she, after paying for childcare, was not making much money, right? She wasn't making that much money. So when you net everything, when you net all of the expenses, it's like you don't really make that much money. So by you leaving your job, you're not really hurting the household too much. And the money that you are losing, you could make it up in a side job that requires less time from you. So actually, I don't mind you leaving your job because your job is it takes away so much of your time that you're missing out on learning more, like Hoan Zone community stuff, Hoan Zone courses and all that. Like you're missing out on the stuff that could actually change your life. You working more hours will never change your life. It'll get you paid a little bit more, but it's not going to change your life. Learning a new skill, that will drastically change your life. So focus on that. So for her, I was saying, yes, quit your job and focus on learning more and doing more. But my tip or my advice for you in this video, with this part of the video, is to test your commitment. A lot of people are like, Hoan, if I quit my job, I'm going to work so hard at the business that I create and we're going to make $1 million. Okay, fantastic. Test it. Test your commitment while you have your job. If you work from 9 to 5, test from 5 to 9. See if you're going to do the work that you said you were going to do. If you said like, Hoan, I'm going to watch videos, I'm going to do my marketing, and I'm going to do my push-ups. Like, test it. See if you'll do it. What I share with people a lot of times is that as an entrepreneur, one of the best things is that nobody tells you what to do. one of the worst things is that nobody tells you what to do. That's one of the worst things about entrepreneurship. If you've been working at a job your whole entire life, you've been working at a 9 to 5, you had a boss that told you what time to go to work, what time to leave work, what time to eat lunch, what time to eat breakfast, what time to take break, how much money you got paid, how long you got to be sick for, and how long you went on vacation for. Somebody told you everything that you did. Now, as an entrepreneur, no one tells you anything. That's a good thing and a bad thing. It's a bad thing when you are not self-disciplined. You're not self-disciplined enough to get you to do the things you know you need to do in order to build the business, then you're not going to be so good at this thing called business in entrepreneurship. Test your commitments first before you take that plunge, before you jump both feet in. See if you'll do it. See if you do it. If you do the work that you say you're going to do, then maybe you should quit. Maybe, because then that extra time that you're not spending at work can be devoted to your business, where you're minding your business and you're multiplying your assets, and you're that much better off. You get to study when you want or when you need. You're developing the skills, you're developing the relationships because you're going out networking because you can now. Like, you're not missing any meetings, you're not missing any events. Like, life is good in that regard. So test your commitments, and if you can stick to your plan, then yes, escape your 9 to 5. Fantastic. Go for it, because you've proven to me and the rest of the world that you can actually stay disciplined enough to build this business. So test it. Would love to see you on this side of the fence. All right, guys, this video is running a little long, but this one is the New Year video, right? 2022 coming in hot, right? And I want you to do really well. Let me know in the comments which one of these tips helped you the most. Which one are you going to implement? And are you excited for 2022? Tell me why. Why are you excited for 2022 if you are? You know what I'm really excited for 2022 is the new Hoan Zone programs that are coming out. So if you want to check out the new Hoan Zone program coming out in 2022, go to hoanzone.com/2022. Obviously, right? All right, the video is over, so make sure you share the love, hit that like button. Very easy to do, just hit that button, and that will help me. Also, hit that subscribe button, because new videos come out every Monday and Wednesday here at the Hoan Zone, where we help you multiply the assets you own. And then hit that bell icon, because you want to be notified when these videos come out. All right, guys, that is it. I am Hoan Tai. Let's multiply.